Well, everybody, it is Randy down here at Cupcake Market Farms. Beautiful Texas City. See a weed. Happy Saturday to you guys. I trust we all enjoyed a little bit of sunshine. First time in a week. My Lord have mercy. Felt good to have some sun on my skin again. Obviously, as a gardener, just pair of shorts and usually shoes. Just it depends what I'm doing. Otherwise, barefoot, topless, shorts only. Of course, I know a lot of us gardeners, we like it that way because it beats getting sweaty and having our clothes hanging down because there's so much sweat. I'm going to spin this around. You know, what's ironic is the other day I posted a video where I cleared this out and I left about 10 feet, 15 feet, I guess, of arugula. And I started pulling these beds apart today while the sun was out. So beautiful. And I'll be darned if I didn't get a call from a place, and I'm not going to say their name because I'm still trying to lock in a guaranteed contract with this restaurant. They want 22 pounds of arugula. So, so much for getting all that pulled out. Now that back row, I broad forked it. You guys can see that in the background. I stuck it in the bed next to it. I haven't broad forked that one. I don't need to do that one this season, or at least not this winter. But I broad forked that one to put carrots. They came yesterday, but I'll be gosh darn if I didn't choose the wrong variety. Those are a summer variety. They're not made for the cold. Like, shoes. So, of course, yesterday I got all my seeds for mustard and collard greens. And, of course, edible flowers. But we plant those in the spring. We'll talk about that then. But so, darn it. Maybe I'll just have to miss some winter carrots. But here's another row that's ready. This is going to be the one that we're going to most likely put the mustard in. Previous video, you guys heard me talk about putting the collards back there. So spin that back around. So this is the last of the bok choy, guys. Got my hardneck garlics doing amazing, folks. I'm going to do a video about this because earlier today I kind of had a taste for garlic. So some of our other garlic that we dried out, that we didn't seed, we did it for us. And next year we'll start selling it to the general public. But I ended up doing garlic bread. I went down to Sam's across the highway there in Lamarck and bought their, I don't know, the buns, the hoagie rolls. I know our place in Mexico, when my wife and I stay in Cozumel, there's all of the grocery stores make that fresh all day long, kind of like how H-E-B makes tortillas all day here. They make bread down there. Oh my God, or pan. Love it. But I sliced that out and we crushed a little bit of that garlic, some butter, and some black pepper. Oh, baby. We were all crunching big time. Well, I don't want to bug you, and I'm going to give up hope on growing celery. I have 2 flats inside the greenhouse. I'm sorry, 3 flats. I took the advice of one of my favorite guys, Chef Mikey. He's up in Tennessee. And he said when it comes to planting celery, you do not want to bury the seed. You put it on top, and you always keep it wet and in the light. Well, I put it out in my low tunnel. And I mean, we water 3 times a day. I'd give it a nice wetting and everything. And it's been 10 days and not one of them has popped. So I'm going to kind of give up hope on ever doing celery. I'm just going to stick to what I know you guys already want. Tomatoes, okra, cucumbers. I will do some squash because, as it turns out, you guys love the idea of us getting that trailer. The same one, or at least the same model as Wishwell Farms up in Ohio uses. And Jason, if you are watching, man, we love you down here in Houston. Love watching your programs. I watched your new video last night about your sweet corn harvest for 2025, baby. Oh, I love it. And I just thank Jason for everything he does for us down here. And that's it, guys. I just wanted to chit-chat a little. Nothing special. Take a look across the greenery. But with any hope, tomorrow is Sunday. We'll have lots and lots of beautiful sunshine for Houston. Even got some ants came up around my wife's stump. And by the way, that stump is not actually there. We had one of our neighbors get one of their oaks gone. So we rolled that down the street and laid it in the flower bed next to the RV and put a fairy door in it. As my wife sure thought that would be beautiful. And if you guys remember earlier this year, we had sunflowers that were, well, they were higher than these cable wires. And there's one video of my wife actually climbing one of the sunflower stalks. So this is some really rich dirt. I've already broad forked it once, and I see some weeds are coming back, but I don't have to worry much about that till spring when we start planting our edible flowers again. You guys be blessed.